Well, you know those household cleaning products you have in your kitchen or bathroom? It turns out a number of them emit airborne toxins that can be harmful to your health. Some of them can even cause cancer.
Joining us on the KOGO News Live Line, Christine Padovan, an author and respected advisor on toxicology. And what kinds of products are we talking about here?
Well, we're talking about, the Clorox and Lysol products that people use to disinfect their counters and things like that. There's talk also that there's also some hairsprays, things like that, that also emit those VOCs, volatile organic compounds, as well.
So what kinds of health problems are being reported from these things?
Well, we're talking about down the road, COPD, so, extreme, breathing problems that most people would get even just from smoking for many, many years. People will have issues with leukemia, different types of cancers down the road. It's just been an issue that has been ongoing, but now it's been brought more to attention with science studies.
So let's talk about alternatives. I mean, I know that there are natural products out there. I use them myself on the advice of one of my physicians, and I really like them. I mean, baking soda is a great scrub.
It is. Yeah, there's these brands, Mrs. Meyer's, Seventh Generation, that brand called Method. Yeah, they've got there's wonderful products out there. They're taking formaldehyde out of nail polish. There's Sally Hansen has some like that, Nokia. So there are great alternatives out there for that.
So basically, is it time to ditch the chemicals and look for non-toxic alternatives?
Well, the big thing is working with manufacturers and creating something that also disinfect. Some of the concern with some of these natural products, they clean great, but do they really disinfect like a chlorine product would? And some of it is, the answer might be no. The other big thing people can do that is NASA-inspired technology is there are air scrubbers out there, like through a company called Valara, and we're partnering with them to see, okay, does this really take care of things like formaldehyde and other organic compounds? It definitely works for viruses and molds. They do have some testing on VOCs, and that's something else people can do, is add those products to their air handler to scrub the air of those VOCs and virus germs and mold, and not have to worry if they are using a harsher chemical versus something more natural.
Now, this can also, expand, I would think, into products like, household paints, which you don't really think of. You just remember that new paint smell of painting a bathroom or a kitchen or whatever. But there are alternatives to those in paints as well, aren't there?
Yes, there are. And that's a good point that you made, because my uncle and aunt in Italy had a paint shop for many, many years, and they were the only two in the family that had been perfectly healthy adults, and then in their later years developed all sorts of nerve issues. I mean, my uncle became catatonic practically, couldn't even dress himself anymore, and everyone attributed it from the years and years of breathing in those paint fumes from mixing the paint for customers.
Well, I know that you can look for low VOC alternatives out there for paints as well. I mean, ultimately, you're going to have to use chemicals for some stuff, like you said, disinfecting, that sort of thing. But in other ways, we can just sort of incorporate the natural stuff, can't we?
Yes, we can. And the other thing we can do, and this is what I teach from myself, having been intentionally poisoned and having to detoxify to restore my health, because of these environmental and accidental ways we can still get those toxins in us, there is a natural element called glutathione. And if people add that to their, daily vitamin intake, that also pulls toxins out of the body to prevent those health issues down the road. And it's also antiviral, and that's been proven through science as well.
All right. Thank you for the information. Christine Padovan, author and respected advisor on toxicology. We appreciate it.
Yeah, sounds great. Thanks so much.